Oops, give me one moment. Get the capture going. There you go. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome on in. Hope you are doing well tonight. So yes, we're going to be continuing with more Mass Effect 3. We finished up a large portion of the main story yesterday. Now we're just going to do the DLC storylines, and then eventually we'll move onwards to the last part of the game. Okay, just give me one moment. Just gonna fix something over here on my end. Give me one sec.
Can't get my mind out of those memories. Now time to tell them, don't take my dream. Still music keeps on tuning me from the worlds that haunt my soul, removing doubts from my mind. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer days slowly fade away. Finding way through the favorite tune, playing all day with my eyes closed. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer days slowly fade away. Finding way through the favorite tune, filling me with those sounds.
Alright, sorry about that. Let me get the capture back to normal. There. Yeah, I was having a bit of an audio difficulty. So yeah, we're gonna start off with the Leviathan DLC, followed by Omega, and then Citadel afterwards, and then we'll go to the Cerberus HQ.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
Then how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality, too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Alliance resources are stretched pretty thin. Is this really worth the time?
Just imagine if this task force had existed 3 years ago when you discovered the Prothean beacon. This whole war might not have happened. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You just shot your boss. He's dead. Why?
After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else. That wasn't...
Take a good look. You did that. You pulled the trigger and killed him.
No. No! I couldn't have. No! I'm not a murderer!
I saw you pull the trigger. Then you tried to kill me.
I swear I didn't!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Find audio log.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
He's out there somewhere. We need him.
I'll do what I can. Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Too good.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No. But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Don't mind me, just picking up some upgrades that are just left behind here.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Thanks, Edie.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need Ezo?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Looks like data on the Rachni.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. We saw a data pad containing data on Rachni movements earlier. It may be relevant. This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
Do you think it's relevant?
Possibly, but it is impossible to say without more data, and the decryption key.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean? Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Adding the search filter now.
The Thorian. A life form discovered on Pharaohs provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Protein artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as a manual laborer or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims that the Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding it now.
Creature sightings.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Doing so now.
Blackout crimes.
Element 0 deposits.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Alien sightings.
Five possible systems.
Reaper activity.
Three possibilities.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. Three possibilities.
Prothean artifacts.
No results.
Nope.
Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. Three possibilities.
Element 0 deposits.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Alrighty.
Commander?
Scan for Dr. Garneau.
Signal confirmed. We have located Garneau.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we have any more information on what Leviathan could be?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is this Garneau human, Bryson's partner, we must locate.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Understood.
Powerful enough to take down a Reaper, but hiding from the war. There's more to this. Just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Alright, time to
Don't
mow
go
down
anywhere,
some
Cortez.
Reapers.
We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Scouting party.
That sounds larger than the term scouting party would suggest.
Yeah, hella sus.
Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
The people in this facility will be scared.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
They should be panicked.
Maybe they're all indoctrinated.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be. Hello?
Yes, welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes, for the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
Look, we don't have time to waste. I'm looking for a researcher, Dr. Garneau. It would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't belong here.
Shepard, I doubt we're going to get any more out of them. Let's look around. Carefully.
Sus.
He was living in the ducts. Where is he now? Safe, locked up. He can't hurt us now.
Dr. Triffon, your approval is denied. Your resources are cut off and you've been assigned. Clean out your office and report to Dr. Land. There will be no further discussion on this matter.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Okay.
You can't be in here. I will call security.
The test reportedly pushed the subject past his emotional breaking point. The subject is currently in a catatonic state, being treated in hospital. All further tests planned for the subject has been cancelled. Moving forward, a new screening process will be put in place to prevent similar delays.
Turn back. Return to your ship, Commander.
This is unnerving.
We should repair the elevator.
Accident, but he died.
I don't know what to think about that.
I'm looking for a Dr. Garneau.
I don't know what you mean.
Aren't you worried about the Reapers?
We know nothing. Go away.
You don't belong here.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. Proud providers of tungsten since 2162. Interested in working with us? Tour our facility to discover if TGS Mineral Works is right for you. Enter the facility to see our workforce in action. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. Proud providers of tungsten since 2162.
Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Repairs initiated.
Access granted. Security log past 7 days. Jan Randall, Alex Garneau, Stephen Brang, Fiona Triffin.
The security log for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
After comparing the stomach contents of Baron from 8 different regions, we must evaluate our current understanding of their feeding practices.
Welcome to the Mineral Lab. Our researchers are always hard at work.
There's this place. To whoever's moving my stuff, some of the data I've been compiling of how historical weather events affect Hanar government have gone missing. If you moved it, please return it. It is accumulation of years of research. If you need me to help you find space for your project, just ask. I'd be happy to help. Tanis.
None of this makes sense for workers at a mining station.
Note to staff, the new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in an office environment. However, it is exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when working with all third-generation plants.
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You shouldn't be here.
Evolutionary implications of human biotics.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation. That's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
This guy's following us everywhere.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Due to an increase in electrical storm activity, communications with the Beta Site research team have been delayed. We ask all those awaiting data to please be patient. Current forecasts indicate that the storms will dissipate by the end of the week. Regular communications will resume at this time.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garneau out.
So he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. Just input it at the security terminal.
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here.
TGS Mineral Works is focused on.
Hey, that's me. Tedious personal review. Brown, Jeremy, personal ID, security maintenance. Since applying recent feedback, your work has shown a vast improvement. Your work with the corrupted skin samples we acquired was impressive. You are being given a promotion and a raise in security access level. Thank you for your hard work. This review is confidential. Employees are encouraged not to leave reviews in view of others.
Personnel ID. Huh.
Turn back, Commander. Turn back, Commander.
I don't have that.
Access denied. This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
You shouldn't be here.
Get patient file. That's personnel ID.
Smart minds, smart business. Primary research interests include improving extraction practices and enhancing product quality.
I want to hear that again.
Attention. Comm system is offline.
Bryson, it's profound enough something happens.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
Ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I have the file number.
Let's go get Garneau.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
To the medical bay.
Is that Garneau?
I hope not, or we've hit a dead end.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Whatever's going on here, I need you to focus.
Of course, Commander.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
In your call to Bryson, you mentioned an artifact.
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
He is not himself. This is not Garneau we are talking to.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
There he is. Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route.
Going up the ladder.
Garno's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
According to my map, there's a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
But we're the only ones who will come out alive.
Watch our flank!
Reaper Black Star. Damn, he spawned right in front of me.
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
What just happened?
Looks like the door's power supply's been cut.
The trouble spots are out there. We should send this repair drone.
We'll need to escort it.
But the drone is damaged. Its power reserves are limited.
Let's make it quick then.
Just like the multiplayer.
One repair done, one to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
do.
Let's head back. Yours should be online.
Alright, she's dead.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau! Damn it.
Commander, come quickly.
What have you got?
That human was not the one called Garneau. This is, and he's been dead for a while.
So Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data. There is also a personal log with 8 missed calls from someone named Dr. Anne Bryson.
Anne Bryson.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. You all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here. How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
You tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Jeez.
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
No memory of the last 10 years. They'll have a lot of catching up to do.
It would seem Leviathan has the power to take down a Reaper, and possesses the ability to indoctrinate.
Could it be a Reaper itself?
If it's a Reaper, we need to know its motivations. How long has it been out here, and more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
They're powerful, whatever they are, and dangerous.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Ray Sato, still kicking. Commander Shepard, just want to say how indebted I am to you, not just for saving my life, but for giving me a greater sense of purpose. After our ordeal securing the array base on Oteron, I know I have something more than my technical expertise to offer. Ray Sato, Systems Technician, 3rd grade.
Commander?
Commander?
Leviathan's mental restraints are odd. My AI shackles served similar purposes, but why add sensations of darkness or cold?
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL limits any impact of microcollisions with ambient dust. Nevertheless, some ablation does occur at subluminal speeds. Normandy will need maintenance before the year is out.
If we live that long, I will totally spring for it.
Hello, Shepard.
Commander?
Commander Shepard.
Greetings, Commander.
My sources told me the production numbers were wrong at that mining facility. I assumed they were just smuggling red sand. I never took the time to look closer. Too much intel. Too many places for secrets to hide. I'm going to have to start sleeping less. Hello again.
Strange stuff back on that asteroid. We've seen indoctrination before, but 10 years. Leviathan had its own private army. You've got to wonder how much longer that would have lasted if we hadn't come along. Just when I thought we were getting a handle on Reapers, this happens. Maybe Leviathan's more than a bullseye. How's it going?
Nothing to report.
Commander. So, no regrets over fighting the Reapers on a human ship?
Hey, the Normandy's design was part Turian, remember?
You know what I mean.
No, somebody has to keep you from giving all the Dextros a bad name.
That's right. I remember you chastising me on behalf of my species for losing our homeworld to the Geth.
I never said that.
Would you like me to send you an audio recording?
No, I hate listening to recordings of myself. My voice never comes out right. Listen, about what I said.
Forget it.
No, I was wrong. I was young and I was wrong about your people. Oh, and about you.
Oh. Thanks.
How about you? You ever mind serving on an all-human ship?
It's not all human, as long as you're here. That mining facility. All those people, indoctrinated, losing 10 years. I can't even imagine what that's like. How many other people out there are trapped like that? We need to find Leviathan. Talk to you later.
Commander. All good, Commander.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship, its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Asari are joined?
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are. Is this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
I care about them, but I know that they could die on any given day. The only thing I know for certain is that everyone dies if we don't win this war.
Better to keep the world at a distance.
Which you seem to do quite well, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone, but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
Reopening old wounds, especially big ones, isn't gonna help.
Perhaps you are right. There were others. Soldiers who served under me, like your crew.
What happened to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
We have a saying. Let all ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
I saw many strange things in our war against the Reapers. An entire settlement of Densorian were once studying things far beyond their knowledge. Celestial mechanics, morphological simulations of galactic language. Things even we didn't understand. At the time, I thought they were crazy. But now, after what occurred on that asteroid, I wonder... Commander.
The mining colony was completely brainwashed. And the Reapers retreat the moment the artifact is destroyed. I don't know what's going on, but I know I don't like it. With you till the end, Shepard.
That asteroid facility was messed up. 10 years of your life, just gone. You're working out there, sending letters to your family back home, and you wake up, and your hair's gone. Your kid's in college, and your six-pack has turned into a cake. It's just messed up. Hey.
Alright, it's enough banters, so let's go ahead and resume.
Commander?
I'll take that fuel.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
If the Reapers are worried about it, then Leviathan has my attention. We could use that kind of edge.
Nevertheless, we should remain cautious. It's likely that Leviathan compelled Bryson's assistant to murder him.
Point taken. Just shows we don't know what we're dealing with.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around. Bryson's assistant Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Missions test. Artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X radiation detected. Follow-up test. Artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing really isn't important. Fell asleep at desk. Conclusion. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. Maybe more useful than Leviathan at long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
a lot of books in the restroom.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She's the only one who does. Wherever she is, we have to find her.
She sounded concerned for her safety. If Reaper forces are closing on her position...
Then we find her first.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Find Anne Bryson.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do. These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
Icarus. Task Force Aurora. Current travel requisitions. Team leader Garneau Alex. Transport MSV Kirkwall. Project Scarab. Team leader Anne Bryson. MSV Icarus.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. I believe you saw them earlier.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system?
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system. Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions Locker.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
What about criminal activity in the Pylos Nebula?
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse, criminal reports are unreliable at best. The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Access card, access card.
Access card for the Requisitions Locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab. Didn't need an environmental suit.
I'm taking that.
Didn't take breathing masks. wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson. Can you identify this, Edie?
It originates with a pre-spaceflight culture, but there are none recorded in the Pylos Nebula.
Pylos Nebula.
I found something.
Jovian dissertation.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful. Signal confirmed.
Cineus. Radiation shielding sheet.
I found something.
Search successful. Scans have located a close group of environmentally shielded habitats and an active power source. Closer examination is required to confirm dig site presence.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
reports of an attack on a group of scientists.
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Yes. An attack means we're on the right trail. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifact she uncovered may have caused additional problems. Who knows what we'll find?
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostiles!
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her. Okay, let's get...
Damn! Tracking multiple boats!
Get us over there!
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on! There, go!
Jump!
Goddamn harvesters.
We have to move, Commander.
This isn't a dig site. It's a war zone.
Move! She's somewhere above us!
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No! Stay where you are! This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that. We're on our way.
Well, I can't go there.
You're here.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
It's down here.
Watch out!
I'm tired of Reapers doing that all the time.
Look for another path. Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Yes, Commander. This crude wiring has failed. I'll need a moment. Bridge is operational. Raising it now.
On it.
A slow ass bridge.
The
Take
bridge
it.
is up.
Move! That elevator can't be far! This way.
I see the elevator, Commander.
Got it! Anne, the elevator's blocked. Is there another way out?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
More of them ahead.
We're blocked. Find another way.
We can make it through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hawkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
pretty neat, pretty neat piece here.
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyle's trying to run for it. The Reapers got him.
Don't move until we get there.
Another one. Got some more money.
The elevator's up ahead!
Get to it!
To the elevator.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
They're not coming. We have to keep moving.
Yes, yeah, of course. I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Commander, look!
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down! What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor?
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard! Take it out!
Yes, Commander.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
You need to get rid of that harvester.
We'll bring it down.
Jesus. How am I still alive?
Copy that. Everybody, let's go!
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Anne, you need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. I'm sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
He found something that wanted to stay hidden.
Found something?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine. The next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation and meet you there.
Commander?
Commander?
I have formulated a psych profile for Dr. Anne Bryson. She is not used to death, but she may be quite capable under stress.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
The envelope of mass-free space we create when we travel at FTL limits any impact of microcollisions with ambient dust. Nevertheless, some ablation does occur at subluminal speeds. Normandy will need maintenance before the year is out.
If we live that long, I will totally spring for it.
At your service.
What is it with you and rescuing scientists from dig sites that have been overrun by hostile forces? If you decide to help her take down the Shadow Broker, I'm going to be jealous and somewhat concerned. Ready for the next mission?
I can handle the Reapers that run around, or the ones that crawl, or the ones that shuffle menacingly toward you, but it's the flying ones that give me the creeps. Another time, maybe.
If another harvester keeps me from dropping you off in the target LZ, so help me.
That's the bond. Don't let those oversized roaches push you around.
Mr. Vega, taking on a sky full of worm necks and a troop transport is like sending you against the Earth invasion armed with brass knuckles.
What? You don't think I could do it?
Ma'am.
I don't know the scientific measurement of a shitload, but that seemed like a shitload of harvesters. Hey, Commander.
If Leviathan is a defector, a reaper that broke away from the others, then it is also a traitor. And traitors are never to be trusted, even among the enemy. If they can betray their own kind, imagine what they can do to you. Commander.
I was just thinking about the Banshees. The Asari are so beautiful. And to see that done to them.
The Reapers have done the same to most intelligent species they've encountered. Humans, Batarians, Turians, and even Krogan have been modified into Reaper foot soldiers.
But not Quarians.
No. The Reapers have not encountered your people in significant numbers.
You don't think it's because of our weakened immune systems?
No.
I just assumed we weren't useful.
Quarians are intelligent, adaptable, and technically adept. You would make excellent Reaper soldiers.
Thanks, ED. I think.
Tally, the Normandy has benefited greatly from your work, and your people are providing vital support in the war effort.
Even though we destroyed the Geth?
That was regrettable, but I understand the reasons for that outcome.
For what it's worth, I think we're doing better because you're here.
Thank you, Tally.
I'm glad Ann Bryson got out safely. I just hope we find Leviathan before the Reapers do.
One sec. All right.
Thanks for coming by.
Commander.
My board is green.
bounce from there.
Hello? Anne? You here? Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
I understand. But we really need your help.
I know. I'm just a little lost. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
Then help us hunt down whatever's responsible. You're our last chance.
Okay. If anyone can sort through this mess, it's me.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
Hey, Commander. Need a hand?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great! Ow! Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Too good.
Alright. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice! You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
No, I don't think so.
Still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Arachni?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
I don't like it, but we're out of options.
You know better than I do what Leviathan's capable of when threatened. I know it's a long shot, but I have to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
This is pretty gutsy.
I don't know about guts. Crazy, maybe.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant.
Signal is fading. Maintain connection.
We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong.
Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this!
Back off! Where are you? Where are you?
Beyond reach.
Trace complete.
James!
Got it! Okay. Yeah, we're good. Shit.
Edie, update.
You want to sit rep? Are you kidding me? Look at her.
I got it, Lieutenant. Edie?
We have a location.
Hang in there.
Leviathan coordinates sent to the Normandy, Shepard.
I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
I'm taking her to Med Lab. See you back on the Normandy.
Leviathan, scan locations. Except Anne's not here.
Commander?
Hello, Shepard.
Commander?
Actually, let me talk to James. No, wait, let me go to the cabin first. I think that head is over there. Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to go over the weapon roster one more time.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I guess nothing happens. Cytophet. Hey Tynan, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I got hit by two bots earlier, but they're all gone. Search successful. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Yeah, these bots are kind of getting a little bit out of hand lately, but it's a good thing I can ban them. Okay, I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, we're doing the Leviathan DLC.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Given the circumstances, what are we expecting to find down there?
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice, we're here.
Yes, but then what? If this is a Reaper, how can we ally ourselves with it? They are monsters, never to be trusted.
We're not gonna win this war by turning away help, even if it does have blood on its hands.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Yeah, what's for dinner, Tynan? Mind me asking.
Everyone all right?
I've survived far worse, Commander.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. Whatever that pulse was, we're not the first to get hit.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
This is a place of death. Those ships look like they've been drifting for years.
Alright, let's have a look around. Made a wrap using some buffalo chicken strips from Costco. Yum. That sounds good.
Shepard, it's one of the artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here. Any idea how old these are?
Old enough not to stink.
Data padlock, Adam Brooks. The hull will hold, that's what they say. However, God watches over ESO prospectors came through for us. Despite a hellish smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Else perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What downed us in the first place? Kuntran says it wasn't lightning, it was some kind of pulse. A direct energy weapon. Seems likely, but where could it come from? There's no radio traffic, the whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours. Epilogue, Chen and Shan. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, you could call it damage, don't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the modern thrusters disengage. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. Doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on deck. It keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist.
Protect the shuttle!
Oh boy, we got Reapers.
Cortez, situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Here. Bruce.
Give us some cover fire!
Copy that.
Nothing else to explore here.
Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Okay, we're clear!
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Alright, in a bit. I got stuff to look around. Yes, pew pew indeed. Picking up lots of money. I remember back in the multiplayer days, you're always equipped with a hydro launcher, like at least like 2 rounds should the situation get like dicey. But once you waste the rounds, you will have to get like more ammunition by getting its like loot boxes. Yeah, multiplayer had loot boxes, but there were always like weekly ones that like you could get. Start charts, blade. Dr. Chilin, the rations will hold us 2 days more. Brooks sent a drone to the bottom. Came up with bioluminescent plant life. None of it's edible. I warned the crew not to eat it before my tests were done, but Romero and Mullins tried it anyway. Can't stop vomiting, and their dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Kushan's team on a raft over to the wrecks. They came back with spears, some kind of organic-based alien technology, and nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us answers, but if they had helped the other ships figure out what happened, they wouldn't be here now, would they? It's getting cold. Captain Abel Pratt. Ramos is our first dead. He tried to throw one of the spears overboard and something happened. Conchana and maybe 3 or 4 others started beating him like madmen. I wish I was quick enough to save him. They showed no remorse, not even comprehension. It's clear I am no longer in control. I held a funeral to keep order. The crew would have been at his body like wild dogs. He compromised. He will be tethered in the water to attract scavenging animals that we will catch for food. If it doesn't get a bite within the 3 of this planet's days, we cut him loose as a water burial. We sealed the Tritons off. They're dangerous, especially given the crew's mental state. Kama Camacho. Captain gets it now. He tried to lock himself in the ship, screaming that he had to fix it. We were gentle, one person for each limb. We let him rest on the spear. Something in the middle of the night, he came around and now he agrees. We won't leave. Why would we? I think this will be my last entry. Everyone here understands me. If anyone finds us, they might feel differently. But that can be fixed in time. It's so good not to be hungry anymore. Kinda shitty gun. Destroy the artifact. So I think I picked up just about everything here. I scanned high and low on this place.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
The Normandy could extract us.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far. Let's finish this.
It's a long ways down. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
I hear you. Time's wasting.
Wait a minute. Are we seriously considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
It appears we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
another one.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That neck is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
Hold on.
Get to that neck, Commander. We could use the help.
Alright, time to pilot a mech.
Looks like we're in the clear now, Commander.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Commander, risk is rarely a hindrance. With this plan, even I would hesitate.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
I want to take a look around first.
Come back when you're ready.
Yeah, you're gonna get a chance to look inside this area much. Being jumped on. But I think we're good. I think I grabbed what I need to grab anyways.
You ready for a swim?
Let's go.
Shepard.
I'll be fine. Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're going swimming.
Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far.
Getting some combat here.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
It's a long way down.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
A massive jellyfish.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down. Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there. Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Whee!
Can't see anything just yet.
What if we find Rapture?
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that?
It is ginormous.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Man? What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
You took down a Reaper. You could help win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors, the Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
You're responsible for this. Every race that's ever been destroyed is because of you. And now the Reapers will destroy you too, unless you start fighting. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop, ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all. I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
So long, Leviathan.
Shepard's back. Cortez, status.
We're good to go. I don't know what the commander did, but the pulse is offline.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
And down goes a Reaper.
Shepard! Goddess! She's freezing. Are you all right?
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Don't ever do that again. What happened down there?
We found it. It's real. A lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
It was. We exposed it. Pushed it into the light. Whether it likes it or not, it's part of this war now. And it's gonna help fight.
It sounds like a good war story. Maybe even better than mine.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Yeah. Leviathan Enthrallment Team. That was one heck of a DLC. It's not my favorite DLC, but lore-wise, it's still pretty good. Shepherd.
Commander?
Commander? So the Reapers did not fully exterminate their creators. That suggests they are fallible, even on large or long-term scales.
How's the ship holding up, Edie?
Commander?
Yeah, you pretty much had to travel to like 3 different areas just for combat, and then not only that, but it was just a lot of detective work that needed to be done, which is always a first in this kind of game.
Can't say I was happy sending you down in that submersible by yourself. Don't know why I ever worry about you. Take on ancient aliens from the deep? Sure, no problem. Hello, Commander.
Getting my fun back.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe we pull this thing off after all.
Maybe, James.
Too bad Anne never got to see her dad's work pay off. Hey.
Routing heat through propulsion and weapons will let us use the internal emission sink for 3 hours longer than normal.
Not if it overloads propulsion.
Give her a chance, Daniels. Increasing the utility of the stealth drive could come in handy.
Propulsion and weapon systems have built-in heat sinks. They can trap heat while we're in stealth mode to buy us time. Quarian ships do it when they can't find a safe place to bleed off static charge. It's completely safe.
This isn't a Quarian freight hauler, Tali. Our heat diffusion systems are precision engineering. Do this, and we'd have to replace them twice as often.
We can afford that. I'm more worried that it won't work. Can't put my finger on why, though.
It's going to overload propulsion.
You'll be fine, Gabby. Weapons would overload long before propulsion.
That doesn't make me feel better.
It's a risk, yes, but it's worth it when we need the stealth drive. Rerouting heat flow. Oh, shit. I know. I'll start on repairs.
Thanks, awfully.
Oh, Tali.
So we have Leviathan. I hope it stays on our side. Hey, Shepard.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Commander.
Nothing to report.
I have studied your human religions, Commander. Your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from. Commander.
But yeah, this DLC has some pretty good lore. I'll give it that, especially when you'd like to know like the origins of the Reapers.
Commander.
Yeah, what if instead of the Leviathans we found a Rapture instead?
A pleasure to see you. I'm glad you made it back. And I'd appreciate it if you'd avoided talking to... I don't want any tentacled creature inside your mind. Except me. Good to see you again, Shepard.
Oh my.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger. Not right now.
Hello, Commander.
Nothing. %71% assets recovered. Guess I'll start looking at these.
I found something.
Husk neural map.
Signal confirmed.
Dextro rations. Kite's net 71%. Well, I gotta fuel up.
found something.
I'll take it. Governor Grothan Pasness. Governor Grothan Pasness. Alright, now that's completed. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of shopping
Cleared to dock, Normandy.
before calling
Do you
it.
need ground transport?
I need to get to the refugee camp.
Yes, Commander.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
See, I think I bought just about everything
Now
except for
arriving
the
at Presidium
Spectre
Commons.
requisitions.
Welcome to Kanala. We appreciate your visit.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Welcome to Nosastra Sporting at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Welcome to
We
Sippertine Armory.
appreciate you. Welcome to
Remember,
Agor
all
Munitions.
purchases made by
Alright, yeah.
Agor
So I
Munitions
guess
will
after
join
this point, not really much to buy. Just go to Spectre requisitions.
Quarian ships have taken over planets on duty for the two military key areas.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Since the
Now
Raglan
arriving
War,
at
the
Presidium
Asari
Embassy.
homeworld of Thessia has been attacked by aliens.
Send the girl to your side of the family. Are you kidding? My family disowned me when I married him.
Spectre status recognized.
Oh, everything's stupid expensive. Guess I'll have to come back later.
The Nubian Expanse and the Armstrong Nebula have also fallen to Reaper forces.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Let me feed the fish first. Alrighty. So that's gonna be it for me tonight. Oh, appreciate y'all hanging out. Yeah, that's one DLC down. Still got Omega and Citadel to do. Anyways, you can find me on my socials. I won't be on tomorrow, and Saturday is looking like a massive maybe that I'll probably be streaming. Not too sure yet, but I'll be sure to post it on my socials if I do get the green to be streaming on that day. So yeah, you can check me out from there. In the meantime, let me find someone to raid out to for the night. Let me see who I got for today. Alright, got the page open, so let me have a look. Alright, I think I found someone. Just gotta check real quick. Alright, so I'm going to take you over to NallyQ. They are currently playing Recall Empty Wishes. Go ahead and give them a follow, hang out, and I will see y'all next time. Hopefully Saturday, if not, for sure next week. But yeah, take care, and y'all have a good evening.